they decided to mow. So we're gonna take a little break. Hey friends, it's Gwen. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here to share my current book of the month collection. I have some stats written down and then I will jump into the books. So my current collection is altogether 22 book of the month books. One of them is from 2016, 3 of them are from 2017, 12 of them are from 2018, and I have 6 so far from 2019. So I have gotten rid of a few that I've either not liked or that I have DNF'd or, you know, things like that. I have gotten rid of some, but out of all of the books that I have, out of the 22 books, I have 12 that I have read and 10 that are unread. So I usually pick, I'm subscribed to the normal book of the month. They do have a YA that's kind of like in beta, but the book of the month books that I get are either thriller, romance, or I pick them because I like the author or I've been wanting to try an author. I have skipped 2 months and I've been a subscriber since January of 2018, and I've only skipped 2 months and I have used those credits. So I always in my videos have a link in the description box that you can use. Click that link and you can get your first box free, which basically means you get 1 book for free. Highly recommend it. It's very different than other book boxes. A lot of book boxes keep what they're sending out to their subscribers a secret. Book of the month is completely different. They choose 5 different books. So for their YA box, they're going to do 5 books. For their regular subscription, they do 5 books, and they vary in genre, but they will do like maybe a romance, a thriller, a sci-fi, a historical fiction, and a nonfiction. So 5 really popular books. These are the books that are getting a lot of buzz. They have a team that picks the books. And I just think it's a really great concept because like you are in complete control of what you're going to receive. And since they are adult books, you are getting them half off most of the time of the price that you would pay if you were to go to like Barnes and Noble and get them or some other bookstore. So I definitely recommend this if you're looking for new and exciting books. You want to take a little bit control of the books that you're receiving, but not only that, but you have the power to skip. So if you go in and you don't see anything that you like that month, they do have like some other books that you can choose like from past boxes. If you don't see anything you like that month, no problem, skip the month and move about your business, and then when the next month rolls around you'll be able to pick another book. So I definitely will have the website and my code so you can get your first box for free, and also it only is like 1 book that you get for free, but basically you can get all 5 books if you want. So there are add-ons and they're only $10 for the add-ons, you guys. $10 for an adult book. That is insane. So now let's jump into my current collection. Like I said, I have 22 books, 12 read, 10 unread. I'll let you know. The first one, the 2016 book that I got, is Swimming Lessons by Claire Fuller, and this is one that I picked up at the book exchange. And that's another thing, because I'm kind of into book of the month, whenever I go thrift shopping or to like book exchanges or anything like that, I'm looking for that book of the month seal. They all have kind of like this little book of the month little thing at the top, and this is one of their oldest ones, so it's a little bit different, but it's like this divider and it has book of the month. And they also have on the actual hardcover itself, they have the little book of the month stamp there, and then on the back, you won't be able to see it on this one because it has a sticker over it, but they also do this on the back as well. So I really like that they like stand out from other books, and at the very top of my shelf, it's where I keep all of my book of the month books, and they just look so cute next to each other. They're just like a little family up there. Okay, so let's jump back into the books. So I got this one at the book exchange. It's not one that I obviously received, but this is about our main character Ingrid, who writes letters to her husband, but instead of giving them to him, she puts them in books. They get divorced, obviously, and then 12 years later, I guess they believed that her mother drowned. So Yeah, it seems like a really interesting thing, but they think that they see her. I guess the letters get discovered by her daughter. And yeah, it's just like one of those things like 12 years later, let's discover what really happened type thing. But I love the cover and the story sounds really intriguing. Okay, moving on to my 2017 books. I also picked this up at the Book Exchange, Marlena. It's about 15-year-old Kat's new town in rural Michigan is lonely and off-kilter until she meets her neighbor, the manic, beautiful, pill-popping Marlena. This is another one that I have not read yet. Okay, one of the ones I have read and has been my favorite book of all time is The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. This was a June 2017. And I have lots of tabs here, and guys, this book is so good, and I just highly recommend this one. And another one that I read, this is the August 2017 pick, one of the picks. It's Fierce Kingdom by Jen Phillips. I did a full review of this book, and this is another one that I picked up at the Book Exchange, and it's a very interesting story. Okay, now let's jump into my biggest stack, which is last year, my 2018. Some of these, again, I used as my actual picks because January is when I started my subscription, but I also picked up some as like add-ons on different months, and I also got some of these at the Book Exchange. So the first one that I picked in January of 2018 is The Woman in the Window by A.J. Finn. I really liked this one. It definitely got a lot of buzz. It really propelled A.J. Finn as like an author to the New York Times bestseller list, but I really liked this one. And it's about Anna Fox. She's a recluse in her New York home. And she spends her day drinking wine, watching old movies, recalling happier times, and spying on her neighbors. Yeah, it was a really good book. Highly recommend. And then I got Still Me by Jojo Moyes in February of 2018. And this is the only one that I don't really keep on the very top shelf because I keep it with my Jojo Moyes books right here, just so the series is all together. But I did go back and get the first and the second book in hardcover in the same height of this, so they all kind of match. Okay, another one of my absolute favorites was June 2018, and that is The Kiss Quotient by Helen Wong. Oh my gosh, I read this last summer. I absolutely loved it. It's one of my favorite books. Then I also got in June When Katie Met Cassidy. I've also read this one. Really good female-female romance story, and it's just really cute. I love the cover. The next couple I just recently picked up at the Book Exchange. So I have The Book of Essie. This is a June 2018 pick as well. This is about it seems like it's like a reality show that has like a preacher and like his family. And then Essie, the 17-year-old daughter, is pregnant and they have to keep it a secret so that everything doesn't blow up in the reality show. And then something about her sister, her older sister, and stuff like that. So it just seems like it's going to be like secrets and lies and like behind the scenes. And I don't know, it just sounds really interesting. And another really gorgeous cover. Another one that I recently picked up from the Book Exchange, this is the July 2018 pick, and that is The Summer Wives by Beatrice Williams. And this is kind of like a historical fiction, post-war fable of love, class, power, and redemption, set amongst the inhabitants of an exclusive island off the coast of New England. And it's basically about, in the summer of 1981, the main character Miranda arrives on it, and reeling from the loss of her father in the Second World War. And then I guess she goes back in 1969. She returns, and hiding a terrible heartbreak, I guess she liked someone on the island that she really wasn't supposed to like, and he was incarcerated for murder 18 years earlier. I don't know. It just says, what's more, Miranda herself is no longer a naive teenager, and she begins an impassioned quest for justice for the man she once loved. So it just sounds like really different, and I'm excited about it. Okay, another one of my favorites is another July 2018, The Last Time I Lied by Riley Sager. Loved this book. I read it last summer when I was visiting my dad, and we were just both so like engrossed on like what was going to happen and stuff. So yeah, I really like that one. And then I got this one. This is the August 2018 I haven't read this yet, but it's Sweet Little Lies. I picked it up because it was one of their thriller picks, but I think this is a detective constable with the Metropolitan Police Force, and I don't really like that. And also it says a gripping mystery set in London that introduces readers to a fresh, brilliant new voice in crime fiction. Yeah, so I don't know if I'm gonna like it, but I definitely want to give it a shot. Next up, I have The Lies We Told by Camilla Way. I have talked to you guys about this. It's told in 2 different timelines. Yeah. It was interesting, but okay. Here is a November 2018 pick, The Proposal by Jasmine Guillory, and I haven't read anything by this author yet, so I should probably get on it. But when freelance writer Nicole Patterson goes to a Dodgers game with her actor boyfriend, he proposes and she says no, and then, yeah, it just kind of goes from there. But it sounds really cute. Like, this guy rescues her, and yeah. Okay, I have 2 December 2018s, No Exit by Taylor Adams. I talk about this book a ton because it's one of my favorites, and it's so heart-pumping and thrilling. I just can't get enough. I also got An Anonymous Girl by Greer Hendricks and Sarah Pekin. Yeah, I got this one in December as well, and I didn't love this as much as their other book, The Wife Between Us. I really liked The Wife Between Us, but I didn't like this one like so much. Yeah. Okay, now for the ones that I have received in or picked in 2019. The first one was The Silent Patient by Alex Michaelides, and I did read this one. I thought it was good. I think I gave it like a 4 stars, but it's about a woman that shoots her husband in the face 5 times, and then she goes mute, and this psychotherapist Theo is trying to like work on the case and see what he can get out of her and just like unravel the mystery of what really happened. Then I have one that I haven't read yet, The Winter Sister by Megan Collins. This is one of the books that I want to read sooner rather than later. It just sounds really good. 16 years ago, something happened, and now she's going back and in the present day, gonna uncover what happened. I also have Before She Knew Him by Peter Swanson. This is a book that I picked not only because it's a thriller, but it's an author that I want to give like another chance to, so got that one. Then I have another favorite, Daisy Jones and the Six by Taylor Jenkins Reid. This was a March 2019 pick. And my last 2, I have one that I picked in May, which is Necessary People. And this cover is just crazy. One of them has it all, one of them wants it all, they both can't win. Stella and Violet are best friends, and from the moment they met in college, they knew the rules. Beautiful, privileged, and reckless Stella lives in the spotlight. Hardworking, laser-focused Violet stays behind the scenes, always ready to clean up the mess that Stella inevitably leaves in her wake. Necessary People explores the dangerous fault lines of female friendships and plumbs the line of ambition, loyalty, and love. So I think that should be interesting. And my newest book of the month, if you watched my reading vlog of the Taylor Jenkins Reid book that I read After I Do, I opened this in there, but Lock Every Door by Riley Sager. I guess it's about our main character that gets like a chance of a lifetime to apartment sit at one of Manhattan's most glamorous and secretive buildings. And they tell her to no visitors, no nights spent away from the apartment, don't disturb the other neighbors, and she kind of gets to know the other neighbors, and then the building, something crazy is going on. It has a dark history hidden beneath the gleaming facade, and it's starting to scare her. Yes, one of the neighbors looks like her sister that disappeared or died or something like that. Yeah, her sister who vanished 8 years ago. So that looks really good. That is my current book of the month collection. I love these books. A lot of the ones I have read, you can tell, are like my absolute favorites. And I think that just goes to prove that like if you're given a set of books to choose from, more than likely, you know, you can choose one that you're going to be interested in. And I just think that Book of the Month does an amazing job of with their selections, with their customer service, with the ability to skip months, the price point, pretty much everything. I also like that it feels special that, you know, they have like the little stamps on the book so you can tell like this is a Book of the Month selection. And also they send you a bookmark every single month. So I think that's really nice if you're like constantly losing your bookmarks. But that's all for today's video. Thank you so much for joining me. If you're interested in joining the Book of the Month family, check the link down in the description box and you can get your first book or first box for free. I'll see you guys again in another video soon. Until next time, bye.